Jesus used the Ave, the ancient Hebrew, to formulate his parables, and they could not understand him. So this is evidence number two, in case the first one did not convince you strong enough. Okay, so in Revelation chapter 22, verse 16 from King James Version, we read, quote, I, Jesus, have sent mine angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David and the bright and morning star. Unquote. So in Revelation 22, verse 16, we see Jesus claiming the title of a root and an offspring. Okay, so the word for a root in the Ave is the k, a k. Okay, and then the word for offspring in Ave is v, a v. So these are the letters and the symbols, the k and the v. So if you put the k, the roots beneath, and you put the v on top of it, you get this. All right, you see it? So it is what? It's a plant, the roots and a plant. Prophet Isaiah in Isaiah 53 verse 2 predicted this a long time ago. He writes, quote, for he, the anointed one of Israel, shall grow up before him as a tender plant and as a root out of a dry ground. Okay, you have a tender plant here, and in contrast with a dry ground, which we see again in Luke chapter 23, verses 28 through 31. And Jesus says to the women who were weeping for him, feeling sorry for him as he headed over to the cross. But Jesus, turning unto them, said, daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. For if they do these things in a green tree, okay, what shall be done in the dry? Alright, just as Isaiah contrasted the green plain with the dry ground, Jesus repeated the same thing. What shall be done in the dry? Okay, out of the dry ground. And you see it again in Song of Solomon chapter 2 verse 1 and 3. Excuse me, verse 1 through verse 1 and 3. It reads, I am the rose of Sharon and the lily of the valleys. Okay, a plant. As the apple tree among the trees of the wood. Okay, you have again the contrast, a green tree uh, in contrast with other trees of the wood. So is my beloved among the sons. Okay, just as Isaiah said it, a tender plant out of a dry ground, or Jesus says a green tree out of the in the dry. Okay, and lastly, in John chapter 15 verse 5, we read again, Jesus says, I am the vine. All right, for without me you can do nothing. Okay, again you see a dryness, nothingness is dryness, just as in a dry or um, an apple tree among the trees of the wood, making what? The exception. Okay, one of a kind, say. So everything is clear, and Jesus spoke these things in parables. But now that we have the ancient Hebrew revived, the complete chart of the every letters and symbols, we can now decipher these things without a problem. Uh, we have more on the way. Please stay tuned, and until next time.